Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you the breakdown of this blend puzzle. So basically, yesterday was the National Puzzle Day, actually World Puzzle Day, and I made something like this. It's a classic example where you make like a cut of a shape, and you can accomplish that in Blender using spread of nodes, using this kind of method. The one that will be doing the hard job is actually planar EdgeNet. So whatever outline you give, and it's gonna try to fill the shape for you. So intersect edges also sometimes useful. In this case, how I created this is using, I started with a line. So there are two lines, the one that's horizontal and the one that's vertical. And the line was multiplied, and I created an array of line using another line. It's okay, this kind of thing is easier if we can see the actual line itself. So I'm using viewer draw nodes, and this should be helpful. Okay, let's make this color red, the other one is blue. We don't really need the dots, but that's okay. So you can see this is the horizontal lines, and we have vertical lines. Okay, and I duplicated the line using this another line nodes, plug into the matrices and matrix apply. So this to the job, and I have some randomizations in the z-axis using randomize node. Let's decrease the number of line so it's easier. So I'm doing the same here. I randomize here in the x-axis. So I have subdivide line here. We don't really need this, but I actually want to add details to make it smoother in a way. But it's there's probably another method. So if you have like a low poly line like this, I want to have like a smooth line. You can use spectral curve and evaluate curve to do that. And then all I did was to mesh the join together. This part is to join the list of vertices and edges, and then join mesh once again. I think this should be simpler, but anyway. And I intersect the edges before planar EdgeNet to make it cleaner. So whatever the two lines connect, touching each other, is going to be creating an intersection, and that will be good for planar EdgeNet. Spreadshot is actually really good with the 2D shapes. Okay, that's the key. And then so we have polygon boom here to separate all the pieces of the puzzle, and then solidify just to add a thickness. If you ever want to add like a bevel, you can do it over here. Bevel and smoothing. If you select an object in Blender, if you tap A, it's gonna select the rest of the objects, and then if you can use Command L to copy the modifier. So now each one of these have the same modifier like the first one. So that's basically the technique that I'm using here. You can modify it to whatever you like. In my older video, I have another example where you use grease pencil just to make like a cut, random shaped cut like this to make a puzzle, and this is also the same, really pretty much the same method. If you want, so I'm grabbing that grease pencil, Hopefully this works. So, okay, now that has been resampled. So all these nodes doing the resampling, and then all we need to do is to combine this and doing the intersection line. Hopefully this works. And there you go. Boom, it just works. You have a puzzle that you can print out, you can play around with as a real object. Ideally in 2020 or onward, we can already do this kind of puzzle using AR or VR. Of course we can do that. Okay, so that's pretty much what I want to show you. Hopefully this is useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.